In 2077, what makes...
Nope, we're not doing that. If y'all saw that immediately, that was a blowout. Hello all newcomers and welcome back, fellow Aeternians. Apparently we're starting off with an ad, starting strong on an ad. What's going on, James Coleman? It's good to see you. We are going to be talking about, hey, KTM's in it too. I'm hype about it. Hey, FLD TV, I was trying to get some music set up for all y'all. I was gonna pump some stuff by my boy Pink, somebody that I constantly recommend for free beats. That's who I use in my stuff. Thank you very much for this haircut. It's actually the growth of a previous haircut that I had. I appreciate it. Hola, James Coleman. I was trying to get some free beats for y'all, but look at beautiful Keanu Reeves chilling on your screen for a moment, talking to you about the world and life. One thing I want to note, we are at 918 subscribers right now, 91.8% toward our goal of 1,000. I set the due date for our 1,000 subscribers to be December 31st. Can we get another, what would it be, 82 subscribers in 73 days? Is it possible? Can we do it? Good to see you, KTM. Definitely jump back with us when you can. But yeah, we are about to be jumping in this. I wanted to play some free beats for y'all, but I was about to blow out everyone's eardrums. Let's see if y'all can hear this.
Someone a criminal.
Sorry, we got the ad. I can't help it. Cyberpunk, we got the ad. All right. Ooh, okay, we're getting it. We're getting it with some of that desktop audio. We're getting some of these beats in. Ooh, look at the flame going off. Ooh, ooh. And we were going to be talking about fictional countries today. That's right, we're talking about Marvel's fictional countries and what you can learn as a micronationalist from these fictional countries. We're going to be going on all of them. If you like Marvel, if you want to recommend some fictional countries for us to check out, we're going to check out Wakanda, of course, but we're going to check out some ones that y'all may not know of. What's going on, Vanessa Brooks? Also, let me know if these beats are too banging in y'all's headphones. I know they're a little bit loud in mine, so I'm going to turn them down a smidge, but keep me posted for how y'all feel on these beats. Ooh, ooh, I'm feeling them straight in my feet. Whoa, ooh, and we're gonna get into these micronations. Oh no, he fucking, ooh, already doing a hook. Come on, Pink, don't hit me with the hooks. That's not what I want from you. That's not what we need. Come on. Oh no, more ads. Do y'all want entertainment business professional ads? Do y'all want to market? Okay, here we go. I don't know that hard trap beats are what we need. We could do some sad beats. We could hit up some sad beats. That'll be fine. What's going on, Prime Minister Andrew Carter? It's always good to see you in our chat. Before we get going too long, I'm going to get started with these things. So, the first one, Krakatoa. Krakatoa is a really weird country. I've looked into this a little bit. Also, we're going to have Jet Black, the one and only, helping us out in a little bit with our stream. So if you guys like Jet, if you've seen him before on the channel, or if you've come to this channel from his, you'll definitely be seeing him. He does a whole bunch of stuff on comic books. But we're going to be talking about Krakatoa. It says the island that walks like a man. It's a living island. So Jet explained this one to me a while back. It's essentially an island that was a whole bunch of other super mutants, and it's, I believe, from the X-Men, and then came together to form one giant sentient island. It is pretty crazy, and I'm pretty hype about it. So I don't know if y'all have looked into any of these or not, but that's one that I had no idea about, and that I was really surprised to see. The thing that's interesting about that is I don't know if it's considered like a communist thing or what, because it's such a difficult thing to quantify, I guess. Like essentially what they're doing is they're making all of this island work together in perfect harmony. And for a micronation or anything, that would be like, in one way, the creepiest, like George Orwell I think it's 1984 or whatever, type of like overarching big brother government, but at the same time it also be like hella efficient. So I don't know which is, if it's good or bad or what. It seems like it's a supervillain in the Marvel universe, but let's see. It's located in the Pacific Ocean. Once believed that it spawned from nuclear testing area. This boy looks scary. He looks like a big tree boy. We're gonna show him off right here with the ads. So yeah, if y'all could see him, He look a little spooky, a little scary, but he's in here like Harry Potter. Josephina says, greeting from Psi Agora AP. My empire now is a Reddit. That's awesome. What made you change it from Agora to Psi Agora? What's the difference? Also, does Psi Agora know about Krakatoa? Because that's the real question. Krakatoa is coming in here with the freshness to tell y'all about sentient nations. Alias is the island that walks like a man. Does it actually walk? Somehow, the repeated bombardments of radiation caused this island to mutate into a living ecosystem. Its true origin was revealed to have been a part of older sentient landmass known as Akora, and being split the land apart using, known as Akora, being split the land apart using the Twilight Sword. Splitting it in two, forming Krakatoa and Arako. Although hostile at first, the land eventually became a safe haven and later home for the mutant people of Earth. So this is just the mutants' home. That's really interesting. It used to be violent, now it's chill. Krakatoa is believed to have been a very small island in the Pacific Ocean that was located close to where some nuclear bomb testing was. That must mean there's not a ton of mutants. If they can all fit on one island, I don't know. Maybe it's like a symbolic home. Got a whole bunch of stuff. As it left Earth's orbit, Krakatoa also released spores, some of which grew to sentience, becoming Krakatoa's children. It left Earth. Hold up. As Krakatoa, hold up. We got some. Polaris interacted with the Earth's core, creating a magnetic pole so strong she was able to launch Krakatoa into outer space. The XMen, then counting 13 members, were saved. As Krakatoa left Earth's atmosphere, the portion of island containing Darwin and Vulcan broke free and remained in Earth's orbit. So some of the island is now just in Earth's orbit. Some of the island is like left Earth's orbit entirely. And y'all are loving the ads, I know it. Every day y'all are about these ads. But yeah, I really appreciate y'all watching. One of the biggest things why I've been trying to get these live streams going is because we really are trying to get through watch time hours. We're about halfway to our watch time completion for our monetization. We really need that. We're trying to get it, and it's great because these live streams just help a ton. The more you guys watch, the more you guys hang out, our watch time hours just shoot through the roof. So I definitely appreciate y'all being here, and I gotta give a ton of credit to Pink, of course, giving us the chill music to vibe out to and hang out together. I am gonna go ahead and add people in to the stream chat until we get Nicholas Benson joining. Ooh, he might be already ready. Hold on. I finished my routine. Right now I'm watching a video about Young Justice Season 3. Alright, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and Skype call Jet, and we will get into it. Or I guess Facebook call. If I can Facebook call him at all. I'm going to try and log into Facebook without y'all seeing my login into Facebook. Cool. Can y'all see my Facebook? Not at all. Perfect. That's fantastic. And we're gonna be chilling. So real quick, what do y'all think about these mutant nations and everything? Like, I don't know if that's something that they went through the UN with. I'm curious to know the background and the lore behind that. It seems like there was quite a bit that was described, but Nick may know more. Nick may come with some surprises for us. Let's see if we can get in. Don't do it. Oh, no. Gotta reset my whole password. That's awesome. Cool. I'm gonna send a text, I guess, to my phone. That's hilarious. Okay, cool. You ever have to reset your Facebook password? Hilarious. I love doing that. I love having to reset my own shit. All right. There we go. All right, I'm hitting it all the way up. Choose a new password. I got this one. And we're in. Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and stay logged in so I can get us on a call with Nick. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. Get out of here. Okay, I don't need updates. Thank you. Cool. So I'm about to call him. Then I will show you guys what I am up to. And here we go. Ooh. Trying a Skype call Jet. Not gonna work apparently. Try restarting Chrome on your computer. Weird. Let me just restart Facebook. I'm having some technical difficulties, guys, but you know what? That's how live streams work sometimes. We're gonna get that music playing back for y'all so everybody can be chilling. What y'all want? Y'all want smooth R&B type beat? That's what we're going for. That's what we're going for, regardless of everybody's feelings about it. Ooh, hold up. Joe Pina's got some interesting comments. We're about to have some that would be the way to do it. So give me just 1 second. I'm gonna ask him if he can call me if it messes up again. Yeah. Okay. Facebook is being weird, so I messaged Jet. I asked him to FaceTime call me in the next few minutes. I need it. I'm trying to get it done so we could be succeeding with the watch time hours that we needed. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my feet. This is really real. I appreciate it. And I hope I got some skill that y'all appreciating. Because I'm looking at the nation. I'm seeing everybody and I'm so damn elated. I'm seeing everybody's chat. But it's not appearing in the chat box. What the freak? I gotta get it set up. It says it's really set up, but I don't know. Source. Refresh cache of current page. Hey, there we go. We got KTM, I think. Hey, there we go. We got FLD and KTM. There we go. We got it set up. All right, we're getting the chat up. Got everybody good. So, Jet is watching a video. He's going to call me in a second. In the meantime, what I'm about to do is plug in my computer real quick before it dies. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious. This is some stuff we can't have. We got to save it. And I'm going to try and reach this thing over here. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, so I just connected myself to a wired network. I hope that doesn't kill the stream. I'm really banking on it not killing the stream, in fact. So I think we should be good, but we're about to have to find out. Huh. It's weird because this thing isn't charging my computer. I don't know why. I'm trying to figure out. I'm not a slow guy. I don't think. I'm trying to figure this out. Oh goodness. Oh goodness gracious. Alright, what about now? Is it gonna get it? Not at all. Cool. That's perfect. We're gonna have to climb under the entire couch. The entire thing. Ah. Oh gosh, and now Jet's calling. Hold up. Accept. Hey, it's being gross. Okay. Let's hope that's gonna work. I think it did. Yeah, it did. All right, we're charging. We're charging. We've saved the stream. Hey guys. All right, I'm trying to figure this out with Jet. We're gonna get it. Hey, I'll answer it on my phone, but that's not. I'm actively in the live stream, and I can't like quit the live stream to do it.
We need plug in my headphones so you don't have echo.
Wait, but no, this isn't the thing I need to do. We need to get on like Skype or something else, because I'm already in the live stream, and I'm not gonna get out of the live stream to like do it.
Oh, you're already in the live.
Yeah,
Why'd
I've
you
been
start
streaming.
before the call.
Because I've been streaming for like an hour. Not an hour, for a while, for like 20 minutes.
You've been streaming for like 20 minutes?
Yeah.
So, the issue is that OBS tries to use your camera, and Facebook tries to use your camera. So, if you're already in OBS, it'll tell Facebook, like, nah, like, it'll just say you can't do it.
Can I just turn off my webcam on OBS?
I have never tried that. Maybe.
I'm gonna disappear, guys. Give me 1 second. We're doing technical issues. All right, bye. I left. It was crazy. Nope, it still won't. Nope. Okay. Escape. Hey, also, Micronations Twitter keeps like hitting me up on my stuff, and I'm really appreciative of it. I gotta say, shout out to them, cause that's really cool. They just keep hitting us up with it, and I really appreciate them sharing our content, getting us out there, cause we are trying our best. Okay, we're gonna try a Discord call. Potentially Discord will save our lives. So, I guess I'm gonna go into Jet's Discord, or can I do a personal call? That's an interesting question. Just personally. Yeah, okay. Okay, maybe this will work now. Maybe... Okay, we got Jet up. Hello, Jet. Can you hear me?
I hear you. I don't see anything.
Yeah, I'm gone forever. You have no ability to see me. Right now I'm in the live.
Can you see me?
I can see you. Alright, hold up. Turn off camera, turn on camera. Yeah, so it says my camera's on, but I guess since OBS is using it, it won't let me. Let me try. Can you see me now? Nope. Gross. And it says it's selected, and it says it's on. You for real just can't see me? It says like it's trying to connect.
So it has...
The, like,
I think I
dots.
see it trying to connect. Yeah, there are squares. They're like going around in a circle or whatever.
Yup. Alright, now I'm back in the thing. Is it still... yeah, it's still just being weird.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, we're messing around with that. I'll try and get OBS on my end.
Appreciate it. Yeah, so what we were doing, let me see if I can flip the thing around. Can I just focus on your screen? Hey, there we go. Okay. What we've been talking about so far in the stream, and I'll add you to my stream. I need a second window capture. Morgan Schaefer, why are you sad? Morgan Schaefer's sad. We gotta cheer him up, everybody. Don't be sad, Morgan Schaefer. Display
I
capture.
hope that Morgan Schaefer feels better soon.
Agreed. I'm gonna call it Discord cap. We gotta cap the Discord. Okay. And
I'm curious if I want to make this full screen. Probably make this full screen and use the tabs if I need to show any other stuff during the stream.
I goofed. Remove.
Okay. So I'm about to start up the stream. So I'm gonna do like well, not a stream. I'm just recording, but I'm gonna start up the recording on my end real quick.
Sounds good. Oh, are you also using OBS now?
Yes, sir. I've been using OBS for a while now, at least for the last few months or so, after you told me about it.
Hey, very nice. Very nice. Let me
See, so 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone. It's your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with
Jet Black, the one and only. We're both
Hey.
him.
We're both the same person, aka Emperor AP, aka your boy Winslow. And today we're going to be doing a quick podcast. How are you doing today, Aiden?
I'm doing very good, except for the issue of trying to get Discord to somehow pop up in my Streamlabs thing, and it's just laughing at me right now.
I wish you the best of luck, my guy.
Thank you. I'm trying to figure out settings. Today's video is sponsored by Discord settings and OBS settings, and all the settings pretty much.
If we are doing like shout outs to stuff, feel free to check out some of my digital comics that I've been uploading to Amazon. If you guys want to check out some of my ebooks, I recently published Hunt for Friendship, which is like a Minecraft comic, Blade of Sparks, which is like a medieval fantasy comic, Rift and Tone, which is like a superhero comic, and today I submitted for publishing a Weapon Ultra comic, which is based on like an open source superhero. All of those comics are available for $1 each, but if you have Kindle Unlimited, you can read them all for free, and I still get paid if you read them, which is great. So definitely check out Kindle Unlimited and check out those comics that are now available on Amazon. So how's getting the stream set up on your end, my guy?
Bad. So I'm trying to do a window capture and I'm trying to do a game capture. Neither one of them are like Discord, but then whenever I do, like, whenever I've done it previously, all the time they're like, Discord? Did you want to get in Discord? But now, they are just denying my feelings on it, so I don't know how this is supposed to work out.
Interesting. What game are you currently streaming?
Currently I'm not streaming any game. I'm looking at the Wikipedia page for Krakatoa. I'm talking about nations that are in Marvel Comics. But
So Marvel specifically?
that's just the ones that I have up right now. But I'm trying my best to get the thing set up so I can see you. But this is my difficulty.
I get you. To fill in the audience, in case you guys aren't familiar with Emperor AP, Emperor AP is the leader of the micronation known as the Empire of Aeternia. I imagine he's looking up comic book-based fictional nations to compare them to like actual nations and like micronations and stuff like that. Because on his channel, the Empire of Aeternia channel, he talks a lot about micronation stuff. I've known Emperor AP for a while. We went to college together. You guys have more than likely seen him on like older vlog videos and in some of like the videos we did talking about the MIT alter ego, like way back in the day. You guys have definitely seen him on like rap videos in the past. We've done collabs. So we decided to do a cool like podcast kind of thing since Ryan and I have started doing podcast episodes, to just see what it would be like.
Very nice. I appreciate the introduction, sir.
Oh, no problem, no problem at all. I actually wanted to know if you were to have introduced yourself, which is what I really should have asked. How would you have introduced yourself?
I would have introduced myself very similarly. The thing that I'm trying to do now, though, with my introduction, is get a visual. Like, if people could see me, I feel like that would be the most hype. So I'm trying to set it up such that I can get people to see you and to see me. But it's truly a challenge. And none of my settings are allowing any of that, so it's a real big difficulty. I don't think, yeah, it just won't. I don't know what to do.
I am also unsure of what to do in this situation.
It's a large.
I'm glad that they can hear you though. That's good.
Yeah, and let me check. Can you say something for me?
Yo.
Yep. They can hear you too. So you're on. You're just not physically on.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be like physically on, like in any sense.
Yeah,
I'm visually. I guess I'm not visually on. I
We
guess
got
is the
we got 7 viewers at the moment, so we'll just go ahead and get into it. I suppose if we could fix it later, that's ideal. But if not, we'll survive if you're cool with it.
Yeah, I'm totally cool with it. It's fine.
Bet.
So you're talking about like fictional Marvel nations. How many can you name off the top of your head?
Krakoa and Wakanda, and that's it. Just because I looked up Krakoa and Rwanda, Wakanda, I knew about from the movie, the Black Panther.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's Atlantis, Krakoa, Wakanda, Latveria. There's whatever the Inhumans one is. I think it also ends with an A, like it's like Attila or something stupid like that.
Yeah. There's also oh wait, I guess the place where the gods are from is
Oh, Asgard.
Asgard. Yeah, that's the one.
Asgard would be like a country.
Yeah.
There's Genosha. I'm not sure if Genosha is a country or not, or if it was just like a mutant island.
Yeah.
Genosha predates Krakoa.
One of the things that they talk about with Krakoa is that it got shot into space. Did you know about that?
That doesn't sound surprising. How far back did it get shot into space? I imagine that's like an older thing.
Yeah, so it says X Swords of Swords Handbook number 1 is the comic that it got launched.
X of Swords. Now, X of Swords is fairly recent, so maybe it recently got shot into space because it's like an ongoing X-Men event right now.
Oh, nice. Okay. So then it's currently getting shot into space.
Well, I don't know. Like that sounds more interesting, I guess, than what it actually is. Because Krakoa, they have these like seed portals that are planted all around the world, where you can walk through a portal and be like in Manhattan, and then you can walk back through and you're in Krakoa. And you can walk through another portal and you're like in Paris, and you can walk back through and you're in Krakoa. They even have one of these seed portals on the moon. So it doesn't really matter if they're like in space, they're still like just as connected to the outside world as they were before, more or less.
Well, what threw me about it is that it says that so part of it stayed like in Earth's orbit and some of it got launched out further into space, but as it got launched into space, it dropped a whole bunch of seeds, like spores, which are supposedly now its kids.
Interesting. So are we gonna have like a whole bunch of like space islands?
I think they're on the Earth. I think the spores are now on the Earth, but there's like a part of Krakoa itself that's still in orbit.
Oh, so like more than one just Krakoa island on Earth, which we already kind of had something like that before, but
I guess so.
makes sense.
Do you feel like
The
there
island
is
had sex not too long ago.
the island had sex? Krakoa had like mated?
Yeah, there was another like living island. I think it's called like Araco or something.
Yeah.
And the two islands kind of like merged.
Yeah, Araco. You're
But
right.
it's very explicitly like a sex thing.
Powers of X number 4. Interesting.
Aiden out here with the footnotes.
Yeah. Um, One of the things that seems interesting, do you, like with all these different nations, do you feel like there's any nation that seems the most realistic that you've read about so far?
Realistic.
Like anyone that you're like could possibly exist if not for a whole bunch of superhero magic shit?
Maybe, well, it's weird to say could exist. You would still kind of need like some weird technological bullshit. But the city of Pan, which is weird to call it a nation, but it practically is because it has its own laws and stuff. The city of Pan is a Marvel thing where imagine there were like big ass portals in like all the major Asian cities, and they all connected to one like central city called Pan. And essentially from Pan, you can go down the street and be like in Hong Kong. And then you can go like back to Pan and then go down the street and you're in like Tokyo. So it's like if you had one Asian city that connected all the other major Asian cities.
Crazy.
Um, that one seems interesting because it's not too complex. Like it's not like they made a whole new country as much as it's like we just made a city that connects all these other countries.
Interesting. Well, I guess what I'm curious about is so I don't see Pan on here. I see Pagadora, I see Paulo Santera, Pasta Guerra.
Pasta Guerra.
Yeah, I want to
That's an
click on
interesting name.
It's a South American country located on the eastern coast of South America. During World War II, its ports were used to ship supplies to the Allied forces in Europe. Nazi spy Professor Jurg relocated to Pasta Guerra and posing as a botanist from Amsterdam, befriended the Allied shippers and tricked them into transporting plants that carried incendiary devices that eventually caused ships to explode while out at sea.
So I shot you over a link to Pan, the portal city.
Interesting. I feel like that's just a whole bunch of lies now. Like I don't think it exists now is the issue, because it wasn't on the official Marvel fandom wiki. I don't think it exists. I think you're just lying, 100%.
So the link I sent you is from the Marvel fandom wiki, which by the way isn't the official Marvel wiki, but it's probably just as good. Because even the official Marvel wiki has fan pages, which I don't like.
Did you send it on
It really
Facebook?
shouldn't. Quite garbage. Oh no, I sent it on Discord, the thing we're both actively on.
Oh, you sent it on the discs. Okay. Pan Portal City. Oh, it's like it'll take you to a place. We're gonna do it. Oh, okay. Yeah, here it is. Pan Portal City. City of portals created by the Big Win Company, which links Seoul, Tokyo, Manila, Mumbai, Hong Kong, Vancouver, Jakarta, Hilo, Madarapore, the New York City neighborhoods of Flushing, Queens, and various other locales into a single borderless metropolis. That seems cool, but also I get why they're not like it's a country, because it's like it's more just like a connection between a whole bunch of other countries.
Right. That's what I was trying to describe before. It seems like the least complicated one, I guess, because a lot of the foreign countries in comics have to have like their own non-existent like entire land masses on maps for them to work, like places that aren't claimed in the real world. Where Pan is like, instead of us having to like imagine that there's like an extra space somewhere in Africa where Wakanda would be, or like some like underwater place where like Atlantis would be, you can have Pan be like it's just a whole bunch of like existing things because none of those places are like fictional as far as I'm aware, just put together, you know.
Yeah, it's interesting because there is the Madarapore place, and Madarapore seems interesting because it's right off the coast of Malaysia, according to this. And it says the monetary unit is the Madarapore dollar. The capital city, which shares the island's name, lay claim to the most luxurious and expensive hotels in the world. At the same time, it possesses one of the most severe pockets of poverty on the planet. It's polarized into two parts: High Town, the high-tech haven for the very rich, and Powerful, and Low Town, the medieval domain of the hopelessly poor. Dang.
Where was that description? Was that like a Wikipedia description?
Yep, I took a link. Ooh, ads. Ooh, we love ads. I took. Ooh, is it playing? Oh, okay, it's in my
I
headphones.
can
Cool.
hear it.
Yeah, okay, cool. So it was a link off of the Pan one. I like clicked on Pan, and then I was like, oh, it says Madarapore,
Oh,
and then I clicked on Madarapore.
okay. I mean, Madarapore, is it a real place? Because I know that Marvel's really big on not having fake cities.
So it is, and oh, is Madarapore a real place?
Yeah.
No, I don't think Madarapore is a real place. Let me Google it, but
Yeah, I'm about to hit up that Google as well.
no, it is not a real place.
What?
Yeah,
When
it'd be
Marvel,
crazy.
like, we don't do a lot of fake cities, but we will do like fake nations, which I guess is what we're talking about.
Yep.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, the Inhumans one is called Attilin, not Attila. My bad.
Gosh. Okay. There's one called Janda, which is
Janda?
Djanda. Janda. And so it's saying history of location is unknown. So it's just there. Like they never do anything. Four appearances of Janda. Okay. Electra volumes. It's Electra stuff.
So it's all related to Electra?
Yep. And it doesn't seem like it's that well mentioned because there's no history on it. How about Eden Island? Eden Island is a tropical island which apparently owned by the mad scientist Dr. Claw. Although it has a small population of pygmies who are apparently indigenous, Dr. Claw mutated much of the wildlife, both flora and fauna, with the result that many varieties of plants and flowers and several species of birds and insects grew to enormous size. So you could eat big bugs. That's the idea. Big bugs, you can eat them if you want. They're edible. That's the main takeaway.
Do you have like a favorite fictional like nation?
From the ones that we've read so far?
Just in general. Like it doesn't even have to be like a comic book one. Just your favorite like fictional nation.
Favorite fictional nation? That's a great question. I don't really think I do. I don't think I know enough about fictional nations, which is part of the reason why I wanted to do this. Wakanda seems cool because it's like really high tech, but at the same time, I don't know about the whole like setup of like, so the tribes are like together, but then every once in a while, one of the tribes just kicks the other tribe's ass and then just radically changes everything.
So I don't know how accurate that is to the comics. I once read Black Panther encyclopedia, which I actually have like in my closet. I read it cover to cover, but that was back in college, so it's been a hot minute. They do have a bunch of different tribes. Not all the tribes get along. There have been like civil wars in Wakanda where they like fight each other. Some are more technologically advanced than others because some try to be like more traditional. Like that's like a thing. Um, But their biggest enemy, I would say, is like Namor. Like Atlantis and Wakanda have been at war before.
Why?
And Namor can do stuff like I big tidal wave your whole nation
Yeah,
kind
but
of thing.
why would they do it? For vibranium? Like we're gonna wash it into the sea.
I'm trying to remember what is the beef between Namor and Black Panther. Because I know that like Reed Richards and Namor have beef. Because Namor's like, I want to smash your wife. So it's very direct beef. I don't know why he doesn't like Black Panther.
That's a great question. Ooh, wait, hold up.
What you
It
got?
says they have a contingency plan for Galactus.
That's pretty important. So do you know what Galactus does, Aiden?
It calls him the destroyer of world. I guess he just destroys the Earth for fun. Isn't he like the big dude with the weird like square helmet?
He is a big dude with a weird square helmet. So Galactus has to eat planets to survive. Like he's not just like a dick. He's like, that's what I eat. Like in the same way that you eat like animals and plants. He's like, I do too, but I also eat like the world they live on. Like I eat the whole thing.
Why then wouldn't he just eat non-inhabited planets?
'Cause he's hungry. But like,
Yeah, but
he
like,
doesn't really care that hard about like if there are things on it.
but like 99.9% of the planets that he he would eat. Like most of any planet, even one with life on it, would just be uninhabited with life. Like once you get off the surface, like it's just not that much life anymore. So I don't understand why he just like it's not like there's a dietary need for him to eat like living organisms apparently.
But what if you're hungry, right?
Right.
And the closest planet has life on it.
Then you're like, ah, shit. Are we in a solar system? Because if I'm big enough to eat planets and we're in a solar system, I could probably just stretch a little bit and grab one that isn't. Or eat its moon and get kind of a snack. And then
Light meal.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, it has to do with him not caring about that.
I guess. But there wouldn't be any country like there wouldn't be any living things that he'd run into that he'd be like, these are kind of cool.
He takes heralds sometimes, where he'll find someone and he'll be like, you're gonna be the person who leads me to like planets for me to eat. And he gives them a bunch of cosmic power. That's what the Silver Surfer is. He's just like a herald of Galactus.
Oh,
So it's
for
like,
real?
you now are like extremely powerful. Find me something to eat.
So anytime you see the Silver Surfer, you shouldn't be worried about the Silver Surfer at all. You should be worried about Galactus, who's like following behind him.
Silver Surfer betrayed Galactus, so Galactus now has new heralds.
So then why didn't he just yeet Silver Surfer's powers away?
Good question. I don't know. Maybe you can't eat them. Maybe it's like a one-way thing.
If he can eat him, he can
I'm not
eat
sure.
him. I don't.
I like the slogan. That was
Thank you.
nice.
I appreciate it.
I'd have to look into Silver Surfer a little bit more. If you try to read old Silver Surfer, Stan Lee is trying to be very like poetic and use a lot of big words, and it's a bunch of like technobabble stuff.
So he's just bad at it.
I don't know if it's necessarily bad. I've heard people praise it, but you have to like that kind of thing. It's like how old Thor was written with him saying like olden English stuff, where the modern Thor just talks like a normal person. If that doesn't bother you, then you can read old Thor. But if that gets annoying real quick, I wouldn't recommend it. It's that kind of thing.
That's fair enough. Although I would say, which is I think a really important thing to bring up, especially on a micronational stream, Galactus seems like a bad leader of anything. That's probably why he doesn't have a plate. He just eats other planets, because anybody he tries to lead, he's just bad at it. People who like go against him, he's just like, well, you have powers that rival me. Like, here you go.
So, Galactus, I would argue, isn't really trying to lead anything. So, well, I can't say if he's a bad leader if he's not leading anything, you know?
But I think he's in effect leading stuff, because he's like, I have a specific agenda and I'm trying to recruit people to achieve that agenda. He's like migratory, but he still like has goals, and he has people to achieve those goals, but he's just bad at it. Like, he's just like, here's a whole bunch of shit, do a thing for me, and someone's like, I'll use this to hurt you, and he's like, I guess I'm screwed.
Well, I mean, it's not like Galactus is killed by the Silver Surfer or anything like that.
Can you kill Galactus?
It's just maybe with like the ultimate nullifier or something. There's this thing in Marvel that Reed Richards pretends to have that scares Galactus.
So it's just
He's
a
like,
fake thing? Like, it's not a real thing?
yeah, it looks like something that I think is supposed to exist, but I think is like something that can beat anyone. But Reed Richards didn't have a real one, so he made a fake one, and he was like, like, leave Earth, or I'll like hit you with the ultimate nullifier. And Galactus was like, fuck, I guess I gotta go. So he just kind of leaves.
Wouldn't... what the fuck? It would just seem like... there'd be like some like... If it's that strong a thing, there'd be some like essence that it would give off, or some way that you'd know it's the actual thing. You know what I mean? Like, if it's that powerful, it'd be interesting if you could, like, it's a tin can, and you just hold up a tin can, you're like, look out, it's the ultimate destroyer of everything, and he's like, alright, I'll leave.
I mean, I'm not sure. Did you know Reed Richards once beat Magneto in a cartoon by using a wooden gun?
Like, he just pulled a gun on him, and he was like, oh, alright. Or
So
he's like,
Magneto,
I shot a, like, wooden bullet at Magneto. Is that the thing?
See, I thought it was going to be a wooden bullet thing. But what happens is Reed Richards pulls a gun on Magneto, and Magneto goes, you idiot. I am the master of magnetism. Any metal weapon you use against me will be useless. And he, like, waves his hand to, like, disarm Reed Richards, and nothing happens to the gun. And you know what Magneto says?
My powers must be not working right now, or some shit.
He's like, how did you... No, you remove my powers? This is impossible. Like, he assumes that Reed Richards has somehow completely eliminated his mutant abilities. And he gets arrested by the police.
Wait, what? So,
yeah,
he couldn't
Magneto
have been
gives
gone
up.
to
He's
the
like, oh, my powers are gone.
But the police have metal guns and like
Yeah.
metal handcuffs and like, what? He just didn't try. He just gave up. He was like, I shouldn't try to verify this any other way.
His confidence was completely broken. He thought he had no powers at all.
That's really interesting. That'd be like if someone... Well, actually, that kind of just makes sense. I was like, it'd be like if someone broke into your home and you're like, I already called the police, and then they leave. And then I'd be like, well, that kind of makes sense. I could see that.
Yeah. Have you seen Galactus's daughter?
I haven't. Did you know that Lilliput from Gulliver's Travels is canon in Marvel?
Is Gulliver's Travels public domain? Because if so, it's probably canon in a lot of things.
I guess it is, yeah.
I'm Googling that right now.
Deadpool went to Lilliput to kill the Lilliputians. Although the main
Lilliput.
character of Gulliver's Travels, where Lilliput was originally from, Gulliver himself is not seen in the Deadpool illustrated retelling of the story. We do see what happens to Lilliput and his minuscule inhabitants after Deadpool has already finished with them. Apparently, Deadpool, instead of using himself to destroy the island and eradicate them conventionally, he unleashed a group of normal human-sized cats upon them instead. The cats then devour the Lilliputians and laid waste to the town. Why was he trying to kill tiny people?
Why do you need cats to kill tiny people?
I guess he was like, it'd be funnier, but I don't, you know, like, because he was like, I could. Like, it sounds like the thing is, like, he totally could have just smashed them up. But he was like, nah, cats. Cats are cuter.
I feel like cats, like you said, because they're cute, it does have like a weird, unexpected twist to it. But I feel like it would be much more visually interesting to send like lizards or like scorpions or like tarantulas or something, because it'd be like a giant monster movie kind of thing.
Yeah, do you think, well, maybe that's it. Maybe, like, normal lizards or whatever, they, like, fight regularly. Because they're like, that's kind of our size. Like, it'd be big, but we could take it down with enough people. But if you have a cat, they're just like, that's big and also really fast and also really strong.
And what about like a alligator?
That would be interesting. I feel like it'd be slow, so they still might be able to get. Well, in Gulliver's Travels, one of the interesting things is they just stop him. Like, he tries to attack them, and Gulliver tries to attack them, and he's just like a normal dude, and they like tie him up and knock him out. So they have like the ability to deal with larger things. I don't understand. I guess I'd have to read the comic. I don't understand why they didn't like use
Eat
like,
the cats.
yeah, beat the cats or just use like a deterrent. Like spray water at them or like lure them away with like meat or something, you know?
Sounds like a bear would be like a really hard fight for them.
The bear just kind of might not notice them though because of how small they are.
Well,
Like,
if you sent the bear specifically to attack them, kind of thing.
yeah, I could see that. Also, hello, Mr. Brick. Mr. Brick, he's a brick.
House. Um, welcome, Mr. Bird. I mentioned Galactus's daughter because she's drawn like a anime waifu kind of character,
Interesting.
which is nothing like what Galactus looks like.
Well, why?
She has like the big stupid hat, but other than that, she just looks like a anime character.
Like a big stupid hat?
Yeah, she definitely has the big stupid hat. But then I'd say everything else.
There's a place called Zuckistan, and its history of location is unknown. So I'm gonna just go ahead and say that's where Mark Zuckerberg is from.
Is Zekistan like a Marvel fictional nation?
It is. All of these are Marvel fictional nations. Yashunka. Yashunka is another one, but its history of location is also unknown. There's so many that they're like, nobody talks about it apparently. Xavieria. Okay, that one just is. The sovereign island nation of Xavieria was established. Hey, that's for you, Xavier. Was established at an unrevealed point in the future by the UN General Assembly resolution to serve as a homeland for all mutants. But they have the island Krakoa. Why did they make a new one?
Well, before Krakoa, they had Genosha. Like, mutants have had multiple islands.
Why do they keep... As mutants began to die off without propagating new ones to take their place, the population thinned, becoming vulnerable. Eventually, inevitably, the small island was invaded. The UN was unable or unwilling to intervene, and now the first mutant colony, country's 4 remaining mutants, Anole, Diamondheart, Grey Malkin, Ink, and Wolverine, live as neighbors with their invaders. So they invade it, and they're just like, hey.
There's not much you can do to Wolverine. Like, if they were like, get out, Wolverine, I feel like Wolverine would be like, I fought in like most of the wars. I don't think you're gonna get rid of me.
Well, I don't understand why Wolverine wouldn't get rid of them. Like, even
It
if they're like,
sounds
we
like
only have 4, you could still just beat up most people with 4 mutants.
yeah, but if there are only 4 of them left, it sounds like they're just sharing the island. Like it's not like those 4 are gonna repopulate the island by themselves.
They could try. I mean, depending on how much they get into stuff. Yeah.
It'd be very inbred. Like I don't think that would last long.
Can mutants and humans have kids?
Oh, definitely. Oh, maybe that's it. It's like we can just have sex with the invaders.
Yeah. Also,
The population.
Viren said interesting. It is interesting. We're talking about micronational, non-micronational, fictional nations from Marvel.
Marvel specifically for some reason.
Yes. Do you have other ones? Or you like, I have like other, you need to check out the DC ones. Is that what you're hype about?
DC has Kondak, which is like Black Adam's fictional nation. I don't know a lot about Kondak though. They have Atlantis, which is run by Aquaman. There's probably plenty of stuff that we can find about both versions of Atlantis,
I was gonna
Marvel
say,
and the DC.
let's look up Atlantis on here. Category Atlantis, comma nation, or parentheses nation. Whole bunch of stuff. Whole bunch of stuff on there. Atlantean culture, Atlantean deities, Atlantean garrison, Atlantean items, Atlantean organizations, Atlanteans, Atlantis, modern, Atlantis, Pacific, Temple of Neptune, Vera Sea Cave, Grotto of the Ancients. So many things. I guess let's look up Atlantean culture.
Sounds like a good start.
A lot of other stuff. Atlantean deities, Atlantean religions, Book of the Eighth Cataclysm, Coral Scrolls, 9 Sacred Scroll, Phaestus.
The 8th Cataclysm?
18th Cataclysm, sorry.
18th Cataclysm?
Yeah, it's even crazier. The Book of the 18th Cataclysm was a source of information of Atlantean myth. As did the Coral Scrolls and even a few surface myths. It's mentioned the Vault of Law, one of the most sacred Atlantean artifacts, and how it could only be opened by a king or queen of Atlantis. In any case, it is unknown of which of the known cataclysms, or one never mentioned before, was the 18th. So I guess they're like, there was an 18th cataclysm that we then wrote about and put in a book, but they don't talk about what's in the book. It's in Namor the First Mutant #2.
What they described, it sounds like they have like myths, like Atlantean myths, and they have like surface myths on it, and it talks about the vault. That tells us what's in the book. You know, it's a book of myths, and the most important one is that there's this vault that only Atlantean royalty can open.
The Vault of Law is really interesting because apparently it's super secretive. I clicked on the Vault of Law, and here's some Illuminati-esque shit. It says, you do not have permission to edit this page for the following reasons. The actions you have requested is limited to users in one of the following group: auto-confirmed users, fandom staff, fandom helpers, wiki managers, content team managers. Did I click on edit, or did I just click on the thing? I think I just clicked on it, and then it's like, you gotta edit it. Yep. So for some reason, you cannot view the Vault of Law. It's poison. What about the Coral Scrolls? Hey, we got those. Source of information of the Atlantean myth, as did the Book of 18th Cataclysm. Yeah, it just says the same thing, but with the 18th Cataclysm. It's like, the Vault of Law. And I'm like, what is that? And they're like, shut up.
Well, we know that the vault contains like the greatest artifacts of Atlantean lore, because that's what was mentioned when we were on the 18th Cataclysm page.
You right. Also, KTM is here. Do you mind if I add people from the Discord into the stream?
Like into the call?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Bet. We're doing it. Oh, did it disconnect me from Jet? Jet, are you still here? Ah, shit, it's not. Okay. So it kicks me out of this call. So I'm just not gonna do it.
Okay. Is it not like Facebook where you can just hit a button and it adds people to the call?
I mean, you can, but what I was trying to do, like, I don't have specific people who are wanting in. It's just like YouTube stream. Like, I have a channel on my Discord that is for the YouTube stream. It's a voice channel, and yeah. So I was gonna do that, but then it kicks me out of this,
Alright.
which is the big issue.
It sounds like it would be a lot easier if you had like specific people who wanted to talk with us, and then we just like added those people
That makes sense.
to the call.
Well, we got Mr.
It
Brick
looks like
saying
there's
true.
a button for it.
We got KTM saying they're back. Welcome, KTM. I appreciate you.
Welcome back.
These are the real questions. Talking about all
Doesn't,
these
doesn't sound
things.
like a question.
That's a fantastic question, KTM. I'm glad you asked that.
It's like, am I back?
Yeah. He's like, I'm back. 3 question marks.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe. We'll never know, truly. This is a nice beat. I don't know how you feel about this beat, but I'm digging it.
Oh, I can't hear your background music, but I imagine you're using like pink still.
Yeah, you can't hear my background music? Could
Actually,
you hear it earlier?
Nope.
No? What?
I haven't heard it the whole.
I thought earlier you said you could hear it.
When was that?
Like earlier. What?
What do you mean?
Earlier I was like
mean,
trying
I
to play a
don't.
thing and I thought you were like, I hear it.
I think you asked me if I could hear you, and I said yes.
Oh, I thought we were talking about that. Okay, well hold up. Let's see if we can do this. What?
Aiden's like, you don't understand. The point is, I want you to hear the music.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay. Lots of confusion. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
So I hear the beat now.
No, that's me.
Are you
Oh,
like
can you?
trying to nut? Yeah, I can hear it. I can just hear it.
So a whole bunch of weird shit is happening. It's saying like a JavaScript error occurred, and I'm like, oh god. So then whenever I try and click out of it, it's like, no, a JavaScript error. I don't know what to do.
JavaScript.
Yeah, it like successfully shared my screen, but then keeps giving me like 3,000 issues that won't go away.
So you say you're sharing your screen, but I still don't see shit. But I hear the music now.
Yeah, yep, and that's I think the Java screen. It says stream destroyed. Cannot.
What?
This error. It's not showing up. This is an issue. Oh god, now the screen's just white. Is that a thing? Nope, that's not how it's supposed to be. Alright. We have 2 people. Hey, Daniel Maloney said, hello, Emperor AP. What's going on, Daniel? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so it says, uncaught exception. Error, stream destroyed. Cannot call right after a stream was destroyed. Cool.
So what is this beat?
This is the beatest of beats. It's Maserati. It's a Joji type beat. It's new 2020, and they got it with their feet there. Playing with that shit is kind of weird.
Is this free for profit, Aiden?
You know that it is. That's what Pink does, and that's why I hit up their shit.
Okay, so it is pink. That's what I was asking about earlier.
Yes. It's not only
I
pink,
never heard
it
confidence.
is pink.
So it is the color pink and it is by pink.
Yes. And now there's some trap shit, but I don't know about it. I'm gonna go to some smooth rap. There we go. It's a little bird.
Smooth rap?
Yeah, it
Is that a thing that people are gonna say in the future? Like how people say smooth jazz, but we're gonna be like, it's smooth rap.
Yeah, of course, dude. You don't know about smooth rap? Also, 2 viewers. Tony Du Bois says hi. Hello, Tony. But I miss you now, Tony. Tony's gone forever, apparently. Or maybe he's one of the 2. The one of the two left standing in the chat. We have to see who will make it out alive.
Only time will tell.
You're right.
Who will make it out alive?
I'm gonna see if Discord. Nope, this still has the crazy error. Yep. I'm trying. Okay, so it says I'm sharing it with you. Did it?
I hear music.
But you
I
can't
just
see
can't
the
see
share
anything.
screen thing.
I just see the spinning cubes.
Weird. Okay, so I'm gonna go to stop streaming that. And now I see you. Turn off camera. Turn
So-
on camera. Yeah. What the fuck?
Now it says this stream has ended cricket noise.
Congratulations, Jet. You've earned the cricket noise.
I've earned the cricket noise indeed.
You have. Also, Rachel said, "What's up, Rachel? We're glad to have you in. You brought us back up to 3 because we're trying to get those watch time hours, but we know they ain't for free. We're trying to get them with your support." That's one of the things. I don't know. Jet has reached 2,100 subscribers. We get a shout out, Jet, for that. That's very awesome. If you haven't checked out Nika Benson, you should. He does a lot of stuff with comics. He does a lot of stuff with games. You could tell more with writing, a whole bunch of stuff. Just following your life and your interests. But one of the things I've noticed in trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers, we're close to the 1,000 mark. We're far off from watch time hours. We're only like halfway through our watch time hours, and I'm trying to figure out what to do about that. So far, I've been doing streams to help with it. But was that an issue for you?
Watch time hours wasn't an issue for me. I would recommend continuing with the stream thing and doing stuff daily. Definitely helps. If you can do multi-hour content, that also would probably be a good idea.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Also, thank you for the shout out. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. I am happy to help. Josephina says, "Have you heard of Stalg? Is that a nation? Is that a fake nation? A not real nation? A fictional nation, if you will?" Tony Du Bois says, "My micronation is Kingdom of Carpscania." That's hard to say. Carpscania. Well, I'm glad that the Kingdom of Carpscania is with us. Let me ask you to join our Discord. You should join our Discord because people would love to have you. Love to hear about what Carpscania is up to. Hard name to say. I don't know why. Maybe it's not for everybody else, but that was.
How do you spell it?
Yeah, that's what got me. Karpskania. And so I figured out it's Carpscania, but RPSK looks weird to say. And that's a bar.
RPSK. Arpsk?
Yeah, but it's KARPSK.
KARPSK. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, Carpscania. Ooh.
KARPSK. Carpscania. That doesn't sound bad. Carpscania.
Let me ask you the real question. Oh, why it keeps saying JavaScript error, and I hate it, but I don't even care. You can't hear
JavaScript
music.
might still be having errors.
You can't.
I can hear you. Oh, but I sure can't hear music. Not at all.
Yeah, let me get you with that, cause sir, you gotta hear this one. Where is it? I guess I'll go to what screen? Which? No. All right, let's see if I can get over there. There we go. And now I'll share that screen with you. There we go. There we go. We're going live. We're doing it. It's gonna do that. Can you hear it?
So I can't hear the music, but now I'm streaming your stream.
What? Okay. You're streaming my stream
Yeah,
with your
so
stream.
Well, I guess I'm not streaming it, but I have OBS recording your stream.
Do you have that already?
I have that currently. Before, it was recording the Discord that just showed my face. Now it's recording the YouTube that has your face in it.
Hey, well, I appreciate you, sir. So does it? Weird. So it doesn't. Okay, so you can see me now.
Yeah, but I'm seeing you on delay because I'm looking at like your stream. So your mouth will move, but you would have already said that shit like way before.
Weird. Hello, and also hello to past me that's gonna see you in a minute from future me. Um, so, um, so you can't hear this jam ass beat right now.
No, I cannot hear the jam ass beat of which you refer.
Real quick, Viren asks, so any conclusion, anything you've learned from this? Yes, I feel like I have learned quite a bit so far. We're gonna keep talking about stuff, but the first one, the biggest one that I feel like I've learned so far, is that it seems like a lot of fictional Marvel nations, which makes sense, um, just kind of use powers to get around stuff. Uh, there isn't a ton of developed like leadership or like strategy or like things that are really thought about in depth. Maybe there is more to the superhero aspect and to the aspect of like that scale, but I don't think you'll get a lot out of Marvel on uh, or out of their lore in like individual politics between nations. The one thing that I saw that was interesting that Jet you talked about was um, there being beefs between different superpowered nations, like Wakanda and Atlantis, which seemed really cool, and I would like to learn more about. Um, but other than that, I think their leadership is lacking because they kind of just more or less have a whole bunch of strong people, so there's not as much like strategy or tactics needed for how they develop their nation. They can kind of just dick on people. Um, I don't understand why the nations of the world either one don't get immediately handed their ass by these other superpowered nations, or vice versa. If they won't and they can actually fight back, why they wouldn't just take out the superpowered nations?
So in regards to that, Aiden, I would recommend checking out more of the Krakoa X-Men stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because that goes more into like their public relations with other nations. You'll see meetings between like Professor Xavier and members of like other national like politicians and stuff from around the world. You also see like an assassination attempt where I think Black Ops agents are sent to Krakoa like via airdrop to assassinate like Professor Xavier. You get to see more of their interactions with like normal nations.
Oh, you know what's
Also,
weird?
here,
So you know how you like Howard the Duck?
I don't think I've ever said that I've liked Howard the
You know
Duck.
how he's
But
your
please,
favorite Howard the Duck?
nope,
Okay.
definitely I have no recollection of.
There's a place that Howard the Duck specifically, like there's a duck nation. I don't know if he's from there, but there's a duck nation.
Is it Bag Mom?
It is. Did you know? Or did you see it?
No, I'm watching your stream.
Ah, you know, you already know about Bag Mom before I'm even talking about Bag Mom. Bag Mom is the dumbest name for. Don't name your nation Bag Mom. That's the thing you should get out of this stream. You see Bag Mom, don't Bag Mom. Don't do that. That's the most important thing to get out of this. Bag Mom has closed its borders and been entirely out of contact with the outside world for almost 1,500 years because everyone keeps making fun of their name. Recently, trade negotiations have opened up much to public disagreement because no one wants a stamped bag from Bag Mom. It's insulting. So yeah,
This thing from Howard the Duck is Gwenpool. Gwenpool was something that was pretty cool that came out of that.
Gwenpool?
Rachel Veer, yeah, Gwenpool. She's from our world. Like she was a big Marvel comic book fan, and she essentially gets sucked into the Marvel Comics universe. And she uses her comic book knowledge to kind of goof around and become a superhero. But she like mindlessly is killing people because she's like, they're all fake, so it doesn't really matter to me. But she first appears in a Howard the Duck comic, and Howard the Duck essentially convinces her like, hey, you may think we're all fictional, probably because you're some crazy bitch, but don't kill us, because at least to us, we're not fictional. Like, you see, we're like bleeding and screaming and dying. It's not really worth it.
Mm. Well, first off, I have to say a couple things. One, Daniel Maloney says the Buckeye Republic has officially ceased to exist. Daniel Maloney, no! I know that's not your nation because you call your nation the Dan Army Republic, but still, no! Who runs the Buckeye Republic and why does it cease to exist? Are they not interested in micronationalism anymore? Did something just get in the way? Like, what's the scoop? Also, Nick is lying. If you see somebody named Nika Benson in the chat, don't believe them. They love Howard the Duck. They're in love with all of their room is covered head to floorboard with Howard the Duck. And also Bombi said, "Hey, it's Mibia. What's up, Mibia? How you doing?" We're talking Howard the Duck and Nika Benson's absolute love for it. And you were talking about Rachel. Rachel hit us up with how House and Powers of X develops Krakoa pretty well. They perform diplomacy between humans and mutants.
That is correct. Though I will say, Magneto being one of the main leaders of Krakoa, there's like a council. He has been very clear that like mutants are superior. Like he's extremely racist to be like the leader of a nation that has to work with a world that's mainly human.
How do the other nations react to that? Like when he's just like, we're better than y'all, do they go like, hey, fuck you? Or do they go, yeah, that makes sense? Like, does anybody just like give in?
I mean, you either like swallow your pride or you get upset in most cases because the mutants are making like hella money. They're using their powers to engineer like the best pharmaceuticals available on Earth. So they're like, if you want like the best drugs and cures for diseases and stuff like that, we can just use our powers to make that. And you can't get it anywhere else because like as soon as you try to make something better, we'll use our powers to definitely make something better, you know?
I feel you. That's very interesting. Bombi first said, okay, thanks for filling me in. No problem, Mibia. Keep us updated. We want to know what's been going on inside of Mibia. That's the question. Also, Daniel Maloney Gaming said, Nathan quit his micronation because he wanted to start moving on with his life. I could get him in here just to explain. Yeah, hit us up. We would love to have him. We would love to have that explanation and why he thinks that he has to leave his nation in order to continue his life and congregation of thought. The thing that I'm curious about, Jet, is why it is that, like, what is it that Krakoa has to offer people besides not beating them? Like, do they have goods? Is Jet alive? Is Jet in here anymore? Is it? What? Ruh-roh. We may be having Jet connection issues. What I'm gonna do is dip out of Discord and then jump back into it. That's alright. Alright, that's alright. And then we're gonna open Discord back to get back into the call.
Are you back?
Hey, I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
Thank you. It's not gonna stop with these JavaScript errors, but what's up? Hey, sorry, let me get the stream pulled back up. There we go. Alright. We're also looking at the Borderlands.
See, the borderland?
Yeah, well, wait, hold up. Did you get the question that I asked you?
Probably not. I heard a noise and then we were suddenly like disconnected.
Yeah, I was having the same issue. Yeah, so my question, my question, if you will. So does Krakoa actually have anything to offer other nations besides not just beating their face in? Like, do they have goods or services or like, you know, I guess services because they can just, they're superhero, they can just do a lot. Goods? Do they have any like special commodities?
The pharmaceuticals that they produce with their powers are the best pharmaceuticals on the planet. They're the leading like pharmaceutical providers.
But does that actually make them like good scientists? Like, what makes the pharmaceuticals better other than they have power, you know?
they're combined. Like they're not like just people with powers. Some of the mutants are like the smartest people on the planet.
Ooh.
Like Hank McCoy, aka Beast, is like a genius. Professor Xavier, one of the leaders of their nation, can literally just read your mind. They have tons of skill, and they also do like black market stuff as well. So they like have their hands in the pot illegally, and they're working with like other nations and doing these big pharmaceutical trades.
It's interesting that Xavier teamed up with Magneto in this nation. Also, real quick, uh, so Nathan, who is a part of, was a part of the, ooh, 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 I'm goofing on names. Um, the Buckeye Republic said, yeah, I'm here. He's going as Byzantinium mapping. Anyway, I just felt like there's more to life than micronationalism. I'm going to be moving on to something I will enjoy. And then the next one is that being mapping. Mapping. Now, so are you just like creating maps of places? Are you creating maps of places that don't exist? Like you're like, I'm making a new map of different things. Are you mapping like previously mapped places? Are you updating maps? What is mapping about? Also, Daniel Maloney said, also, can I join the stream voice chat? You can, but nobody's in it. I'm not in it at the moment because it's messing with the Discord call with Jet. So, yeah. Ooh, and he made a face, but nobody could see it. I liked it, though. I appreciated it.
Cool.
I'll give it a heart emoji if I can find it. Can you put emojis? No. I don't think. Can you?
I mean, with OBS, you definitely can put up emojis.
Yeah.
I don't know how quickly you can, but you can.
It gets into editing the entire stream. No, I just meant like in the little chat thing with you. But I can't. It doesn't have an option. Yeah, I don't know. The whole concept of like it's a place where pharmaceuticals are better than normal, but it's like not because of scientific reasons, it's just powers. Like you could combine your powers to make cool stuff, but how would you know what to make? Cuz like pharmaceutical research takes a long time to get right and like perfect and understand what you're doing.
You can also have like perfected resurrection or whatever. You could probably do stuff like we tested the drugs on a mutant, they died, we brought them back, we tested them again, they're good now, they didn't die. Like you could do stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's also generally not like most of the time doctors and stuff and like pharmacologists, I guess, generally know what will kill you or not. Is generally the reason that they have to figure stuff out is like how much it affects your body and like what the long-term effects will be before they actually have like clinical tests and things. Prime Minister Andrew Carter said, "Good afternoon, Mr. President Daniel Maloney. And how are you today, Mr. President Daniel Maloney?" Asking about Danny Boy. But yeah.
Also, the Krakoan portals probably allow for trade to be faster than like most other nations because they just have portals that lead to like every major city. So if you need like pharmaceuticals really quickly, it can be delivered to like your major city, not by plane or by boat, but by portal. And it can be delivered by a mutant who likely could just be the drugs themselves just directly to wherever they need to be. So it's not just like the best pharmaceuticals in the world, but probably like the fastest trade of pharmaceuticals. And I still can't hear the music, so I like see you dancing and stuff. There's no background here.
Cause you're not on it like we are. Ooh. Something with Kings of Leon. That's a band. I don't really listen to their music, but damn, I could do it, I guess. That is the rap.
It's
that
so
I'm making
weird to
coming
see
from my
like.
chest. What's up?
It's so weird to see you like dance with like no emotion on your face and not talking at all.
And there's no beat.
But I hear you like rap though.
Yeah. That's
because of the delay.
Yeah, no, that's the music video. That's the music video for my raps. I want to make a music video with you one day. I really do. Rachel Veer said the mutant nation that formed on Krakatoa really motivated me. Ooh, for her micronation. That's cool. To make a home for your own people, to have the self-determination, to make a place where people can truly prosper. It's inspiring. But mutants can also be pretty assertive. It can be a gray area, but I love its good parts. That's awesome.
Rachel Veer needs to be actually on this call. She seems to be directly connected to these things.
Agreed. Rachel, do you want to join this call? Do you want to be a part of this? Where is the thing? Ooh. Can I invite people to this call?
Asking about.
How do I just do
Sure.
the plus? That's DM though. You need to be friends
Is
with
the
Jet
call
Black
not
to
a
start a
DM?
group. Are we not friends? Jet, I'm sending
guess
you a
not.
friend request. Jet,
I
my
mean, on
soul.
Discord.
My soul. I sent you a friend request. Accept my love, Jet. Hey,
Go hit it up.
hey, hey. Ooh, did you? Ooh, you did. Did you? No. I'm sending you so many requests.
I'm going to friends, pending, all online. How do I get to your friend request? Like, where would I find it?
Let me look. Well, I guess because we're in the call right now. I don't know, because I can't get to my home, and I imagine that's where you'd have to get to in order to do the thing. Because I want to.
Just opened in a new tab.
Yeah, that's true.
What's your hashtag, Aiden?
What's my? Oh, I got you. What's my pound sign?
Yeah.
It is. Ooh, how can I tell you? User settings, maybe my account. Streamer mode enabled. So it's like I'm not gonna tell you that. So
Are you trying to like keep yourself from getting flooded with friend requests? What's wrong with friend requests, Aiden?
I'm actually trying to get my like stuff to pop up, but it won't. Like it's saying streamer mode enabled. I don't know. My account. Yeah, hold up. Streamer mode enabled. Can I disable it? Cool. My
Oh, it's
account.
like we're like in a voice call now.
I got you. You ready?
Ready for what?
Pound 3186.
Okay, so I sent the friend request.
Thank you. Also, Rachel said, "Ha, I'm too tired to join now. I'm a big nerd about this stuff, though." But Rachel, you're a big nerd about this stuff, though. We need you in
Exactly.
here. So Daniel Maloney said, "Anyway, is recycling microprocessors and CPUs for their gold a good idea?" Sure, but it's a very small amount of gold, and also it's not like it would probably be fairly pure gold, but it'd be like not that much of it, and you'd have to melt it down into a bigger thing, and also you'd have to like prove the purity of it. You just probably have to sell it for a lot less than it's worth. So maybe, but you'd be selling like an alloy, like a gold alloy, more than likely. So you may not get as much money as you would think from it, but yeah, you could. I also sent you a friend request, AP. I appreciate it, Daniel. Isaac the guy said, "Hello, what's going on, my guy? Isaac, my guy, Isaac. Isaac the guy boy, the boy man." And Jet's just not able to hear any of this music. It's tragic. I really want him to. Jet, are you in the call with me? Are you here? Are you alive? I don't hear anything. I'm gonna try it again. Jet. His like thing is here, but I don't think he's here. Jet. I'm sending him messages that are just very long words. Jet, like the word jet. very long. He said I can no longer hear you on Discord. I can hear you, and I'm actively talking on Discord. I don't know if you can see the thing. I can. So I sent him messages, but I don't know if he will get it. Let me try disconnecting and rejoining the call. Hey Jet, can you hear me at all? Ooh, this is the question. I'm confused. Gotta play by the rules. That's awesome. So Prime Minister Andrew Carter said he's like a general of something and like the leader of other stuff. Very, very cool, man. Very, very cool. Congratulations. Daniel said, if I'm going to make a decent amount of valuable materials, recycling every single computer component would be a good idea, and finding out a way to remove the copper, silver, and gold separately. I think you just have to melt them down, but Daniel, you'd be making alloys is the issue. It's not a bad thing to make alloys, but it's hard to get pure metals out of alloys. You'd have to find a way to separate them. Normally, that's chemically. Oh, so you'd have to learn chemistry. Well, and you'd have to do it good, like back to the flow. Oh, what I would recommend is you learn a little chemistry. You do that well. And then you get them separately split up. But actually, be careful. That could be a tragedy. The thing that you need are acids and bases to break them down and get them into solvents, but you'd have to be really careful because that stuff's dangerous and it could hurt you. So I just recommend getting other sources of metals and not start with such small quantities. Or if you do, don't try and purify the metals, just use them as alloys and try and sell them as alloys. Because otherwise trying to purify stuff is just expensive. It just really is expensive and difficult to do. This thing keeps messing up. I don't exactly know why. Hey, Jet Black sent a friend request. We're about to open that up and get into it. Hey, we got a whole bunch of stuff going on. Okay, we got 5 viewers. I appreciate y'all. We got 4 viewers. I appreciate y'all. Trying to get Discord up, but Discord ain't working well. Trying to see if I can force quit Discord. Cool, so Discord is being weird. We're gonna continue with the stream, I guess. How long are we in the stream? We are at 1 hour, 33 minutes, 40 seconds. Let me see if I can't call Jet.
Hello.
Hey Jet, so I'm actively trying to call you right now, but it's well, I'm actively trying to get in Discord, I should say, but it's being terrible. It's not, like whenever I try and open Discord, it'll not load. It just comes up with like a gray screen.
So, Aiden, why is it that you were like not to Facebook earlier?
It wouldn't work.
It was working now?
What? Oh, because this is on my phone.
Well, I mean, I'm still able to record it.
Yeah, but I'm not able to stream it.
Understandable. Wait, but it also might be because you're doing a voice call. Like, are you sure you can't do the voice call on your computer?
Let's give it a shot.
Yo, give it a shot.
Yeah, let's see what's up.
There's a little bit of echo if you don't have headphones.
Hey, it's doing it. actively trying to call Jet. You can hear them ringing. Daniel said, I'll just start with aluminum recycling instead. Is that a great idea? All I need to do is find someone who can melt the scrap aluminum and cast it into ingots. That's hard, Daniel. It's hard to do. If you don't have the resources to do it already, don't start with something so difficult. I know that's what I did, but I had like the means to produce that. I had like a way to melt down the aluminum. If you don't already have a means to do that, don't do it. Just start with something simpler. Find things online to make and sell. Make and sell little crafts or something like that. Don't go like so hard into something. You know what I mean? Yellow? Can he answer?
Okay. Let me mute your your YouTube thing real quick, because I unmuted it to do what you were doing.
Hey, I appreciate it. I was trying to contact you, my boy. Also, we got 5 viewers. Thank you guys so much. Jet, I know one of those is you, and I appreciate you for it. That helps me with that watch time.
No problem. No problem at all.
That swatch time. Also, Key West Zibberlantic said, hello, what's going on, Key West? How are you today? Hope you're doing well, KWZ. Hey.
Also, I think in about like 15 minutes or so, I'm probably gonna stop the cast for now, because we've been for an hour and 15 so far.
Bet.
So in an hour and a half, we'll have like a amount of content that I think is good.
That sounds very nice to me. Daniel said, or should I just sell scrap aluminum for people to melt into ingots? I think that's a hard thing to pull off as well, Daniel. People generally like if you just sell cans and stuff, I don't think people would like buy them over the internet, because it's just something that they can get themselves easier and cheaper. Like, people make aluminum scrap quite regularly from just their everyday interaction with different items. Aluminum foil, cans, all those things just have aluminum. So it's very unlikely that you will get many purchasers of your aluminum scrap unless you're able to melt it into ingots. But if you don't already have the setup to do that, I would recommend that you don't, because it's not worth it. Like, find something economically that you can do that's within your means to do currently, and then expand out from there. Don't start with something that takes like a whole lot of going out of your way to do already, you know?
I'm here giving advice.
I'm trying. Yeah, because he was talking about like, so he was saying that he wants to get, he's like, should I melt down computer parts so that I can sell the scrap gold and stuff from them? And I'm like, you could, but it's not like pure gold, so you're not going to get a ton of money for it, and it's like a very little amount of gold anyway, so you'd have to do a lot of it to get like a little bit, and then you probably just wouldn't make the money you think off of it. And so then he was like, okay, so what if I like make aluminum ingots and melt down that stuff? And I'm like, you could. And he's like, but I need to like find somebody to do the melting for me. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, if you just don't have the necessary resources, you should probably just do something different.
Understandable. I heard when you initially were answering the question, I thought it was fascinating that when he asked if it was a good idea, you were like, yeah, but, and then you went into all the reasons why it isn't a good idea. And I'm like, why do you start by saying yes?
Because,
to then be like, but actually not.
Well, because that's what I do. So it is a good idea if you can do it. Like, if you have the resources to do it, sure. That's like, if it's like, is mining diamonds a good idea? And it's like, yeah, it is a good idea if you have the ability to mine diamonds. But if you don't, then there are easier ways to do it. There are easier ways to do things. Daniel said, I have a Teespring store. Is that better? That is absolutely better, because you can like,
Way better.
yeah, on your computer, you can design like cool shirts and everything with like free software, and then when you get a little bit of money, you can design them with things like Photoshop, which have a lot of fun features that'll make the shirts really pop and will allow you to do like anything you want. Also, Jet has a lot of history with Teespring, if you want to talk about that.
Let's see. So I have done some stuff, I think, with Teespring.
Is it
I a
what?
lot of different services. I use Zazzle now.
Zazzle. That's what you do. You hit up Zazzle.
Mhm.
Do you
Um,
have comparison between Zazzle and Teespring for your advices?
yeah, most of. So Zazzle gives you like a complete store.
Mm.
Like that's the big benefit. So if you make a design, you don't just put it on like clothes. You can make like mouse pads, postcards, posters, baby bibs, like anything that you can put a design on. Zazzle's like you could sell it on something here, so you're not limited to just designing clothes. If that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. That does make sense. And it also it takes a lot of the work out of it. Like I know for I guess Teespring does it too in a similar way, but Zazzle seems like you get a lot more out of it. With doing the Imperial notes, I've really had a lot of fun with it. Because I'm running like my own Etsy store, so it's having the merchandise on hand is the only thing that's weird about it. Like with the people who have bought stuff from our Etsy store so far, I give them the amount of Imperial notes that they buy, and then I also like handwrite a letter, and then I have to mail that to them. So it's a thing where um, I just have to like deal with that. And like there was somebody who hit me up the other day and was like, "Hey, I like ordered this a little bit ago. Like when is it coming?" And I had to like quickly like get it done to send out to them. So having somebody that'll just do the shipping and handling and everything for you is a lot easier if you have the ability. But there's pros and cons to both, I guess. You make a little bit more money doing it yourself, but it's a big time commitment.
That's true. With Zazzle, you can set your royalty to whatever you want, but the higher you set the royalty, the higher Zazzle's going to sell your product for. It's gonna hike the price really hard.
Yeah, that was one of the things I noticed with Zazzle when you first showed it to me, was that it was like, uh, it like asks how much money you want to like make on it or like whatever your royalty is, and then it just tacks on like whatever their cost is, but it's generally like increases as your thing increases.
Which makes sense. The money isn't gonna come from nowhere. Rather.
No, that's true. I forget if theirs actually does like increase though as yours increases, or if they just have a flat fee and then anything you add just adds to that.
I think Zazzle has a flat thing that they get from it. And it's when you increase your royalty, they have to increase the cost specifically.
Fair enough. I got you. Um, that makes sense. Yeah. So Daniel said, I have a Teespring store. I'm currently having trouble getting some sales. Is it okay if I put it in the trade section of your server? Um, I will have the link ready. Um, that would be something that you would want to put on our international, ooh, let me see what the actual name of the thing is before I go spouting stuff off. International discourse section of our Discord, which you need to be a foreign dignitary for. So the way that that works, that's why I did like the links and everything that way. If you want to make money off of that and like post it on the Discord, that's perfectly fine. We would support you, but in order to be a foreign dignitary, that's what you would do. So you'd say like, I want to do the foreign dignitary thing, and there's like a bot on our Discord where you can pay, I think it's literally like 1 or 2 cents, and then you get the foreign dignitary role, and then you have access to those channels, and then you can post things like that in those channels for people who want to buy them. That's how you would do it. So don't post it in the trade section. Post it in the foreign relations section. The international discourse section for foreign dignitaries. I hope that helps, Daniel. If you have questions about it, hit me up. Yeah, okay, cool. If you'd like to do the foreign dignitary thing, that's not a problem. You just go to, I think if you type in quotations, donate on our thing, it'll bring up the Discord bot that you can then purchase it from. Like it sends you a link, and then you go on there, and then you click like, I want to do the foreign dignitary role, and then it'll give you it. So yeah, I hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions about it. If you do, I can help you out after the stream. But yeah, Jet, what do you think about like about the development of everything as far as your channel? Like, do you feel like you've seen an increase in amount of views or amount of watch time or whatever that you get since you've passed like certain milestones, or do you feel like it's pretty steady?
I would say that analytics get really hard to read if you get a spike. I at one point was hitting a spike where I had like 100+ subscribers every month be added, and it was like a huge jump. But since then, things have mellowed out a bit, and now I get like 44 subscribers a month, which is way better than what I used to get. I used to get like 28 subscribers for every 28 days. So I used to get like a subscriber a day. So 44 a day is still good, but it's not as good as 100+ a day. And
A
because
day?
a day. Oh, sorry, not a day.
I was like,
Every
damn, dude, you're
28
blowing
days.
up.
That would be way too big. That's not
Yeah.
what I mean.
I was
So-
like, you are about to be at like 20, 30,000. Jeez.
So, jumping from having like 100+ a month, down to like 44 a month makes the analytics look really weird. Because I know I'm doing way better than I was before, because I'm getting almost double the subscribers a month than I used to. But because it's not as good as the spike numbers, all my analytics are like, what's happening? It's like your thing's failing. Like the way that it looks at it is like it's like bad.
Mm.
But I know it's not bad, so it looks really odd.
I feel you. I mean, that's the weird thing about it, though, right? Is that like, I've seen similar things with Spike for me. I really like. Do you use Social Blade at all?
I don't normally look at Social Blade. I normally just look at the built-in YouTube analytics.
Fair enough. I like Social Blade. I use YouTube Analytics as well, but I also like Social Blade because I'll find like YouTube channels that are similar to mine or have like a similar number of subscribers and see like how I'm doing in comparison to them. And I think it's kind of cool because I can see like I can track kind of what they're doing, and especially if it's channels I like, I'll like follow their videos and stuff and be like, oh shit, like this is something that they posted that did like a really big spike. Like what is it that they like changed or did different that gave them that? I've done it with your channel before as well, like seeing like stuff that you've posted and how it affects like your subscriber numbers and stuff. It's pretty cool.
I may check into it. I know that there are plugins you can get that let you like see someone's Social Blade on normal YouTube. So you can like watch a video and on the sidebar you can like see that channel's like performance.
Yeah.
See what YouTubers do using that when they surf YouTube. But I've never looked into trying to use it on my own.
Oh, absolutely. I think I've seen the plugin as well. It's like a free thing that you can get, I'm pretty sure. The thing that I'm curious about with it is like I've seen several of my videos have spikes, but not. It's weird. It'll either be like a single day spike in subscribers, and then it's not like something that gets a ton of views, or it's something that gets a ton of views, and then there's like a long lag before I really get subscribers. And I'm curious as to like if you've seen any trends that are similar to that. The main videos that are consistent in any way are the ones that have been like a long time ago successful. Like my most successful one right now, I think we're at like 6,000 something views on it, and it's like the international travel one where I like went to another micronation and filmed. And that was like from the beginning of the channel. And that one, and then like a couple other ones that have topped over 1,000 are the ones that like consistently give views, but everything else is very like hit or miss.
My analytics are kind of weird. 'Cause you got to keep in mind that because I have so many videos on the channel, a lot of times if I get new subscribers, I doubt that it's from new stuff. Like I don't think like my latest video where I played like a demo of like a Kingdom Hearts game is what got me the subscribers that I got today. it's more likely that like an older video that I did like forever ago, someone saw it for the first time and I got subscribers from that. That's normally how it goes, I would say.
Fair enough. Also, do you think that YouTube, or do you know if YouTube gives preference to channels that like delete older content or like content that wasn't as successful, or do you feel like they give preference to ones that have the most content because like with their growth? Because I've seen a lot of YouTubers, and I'm not sure why, unless there's like an analytics reason, who will have like they'll be an old channel, but they'll delete all of their old stuff and have like 4 videos up, and then that'll be like when they spike to like 100,000 subscribers or whatever.
So I feel like YouTube isn't saying, oh, you don't have a lot of content, let's like push your thing. I think that's more viewers maybe looking at a channel and saying, should I subscribe? And then they watch like a few of their older videos and say, oh, well, if this is the type of content they post, I may not want to subscribe. But if you were to shorten your channel to just be like your greatest hits, and then people look at it and they go, all of these videos are like consistently good, I'll subscribe. Like that could be the change. I would actually recommend keeping all your old stuff, because you can have a diverse fan base. You can have like some people who are mainly into like certain videos that you did, and if that niche fan base gets big enough, you can start doing videos like that again. But keeping all the stuff, I think, is like the best of all worlds, because at any point you can switch from like, oh, I'm doing this, but people want me to do more of this, so I can go back to the old stuff. And if people pop up and they go, I didn't know that you do like Minecraft videos, it's like, well, I just recently started doing Minecraft videos again, but that doesn't mean I didn't do them before. You can still point them back at the old stuff, and that old stuff can then start doing better as well, if that makes sense.
It does. Also, I want to give you guys a thank you. We just went up a subscriber. I don't know if it was just a second ago or what, but since the stream's been going, we went from 918 to 919. Thank you guys. We are almost a fourth of 100. We're almost 75 away from 1,000. We're getting super close, and I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm curious though about that, because I know one of the things that I have really liked, like I've always thought about doing stuff like that, of like shortening the videos on the channel, but then I'll see things like Gray the other day when he came by. He's our citizen who stopped by our micronation, and I actually want to put out a video soon that's footage that I filmed with him, just talking about that and of his time here. The thing that was crazy about it was that that was one of the things that he brought up. Along with the micronational stuff, he was like, yeah, whenever I first got on your channel, you would like rap when you did streams, and I really liked that, and that was one of the things that like kept me around, which I thought was interesting, because whenever I did that, those were some of my like lesser like known streams, but he was like, that's one of the like my things. So I think you're right with the diverse audience, that there will be people who come back for those things that they're like more nostalgic from, for like older content on the channel, and there will be new people who come in for whatever the specific focus thing you're doing right then is.
Yeah, I definitely see that you see where I'm coming from with that. I do have to go for now.
Ooh.
But I do want to say thank you for having me on. I truly appreciate it. Do you have anything that you want to shout out, like in this video? Because I'm about to start uploading this one, because we're already getting closer to like 2 hours or so. We're at like an hour 30 something.
Fair enough. Yeah, I do. So I'm gonna actually, are you on like the screen for my stream?
I am, but keep in mind it's gonna be delayed.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to shout out the Empire of Aeternia YouTube channel. Definitely make sure to check us out. We deal with micronational stuff, so we do our own micronational stuff. We have videos where we've done like days in Aeternia, just kind of vlogs where I do that sort of stuff. I've also done stuff on metal melting vlogs, which is part of our economy. I've done stuff talking about just building our economy. Primarily what we do though is talking about how to grow micronations. We talk about just general advice and ideas for them. We have plenty of videos based around that. And then as well, every once in a while, we will have an interview with a micronationalist. So if you know about us and then you know kind of the things that we're about and what we're interested in, it always gives you a chance to find something new that you had no idea was out there and connect with those people if you're interested. So we have all that. Also, our Discord is the same, the Empire of Aeternia. If you end up going onto our YouTube channel, almost every single one of our videos, especially our newer videos, have our link to our Discord, our Patreon, and our YouTube. So yeah, definitely check us out on the social medias and YouTube and Discord and everything. And again, Jet, thanks for having me. I appreciate it, man. And I can't wait to do this again.
Most def. Do you have any like stores that you want to shout out?
Oh, you're right. I actually have, I'll bring it up in another tab. Our Etsy store, which is the Imperial Market on Etsy. We have that. Right now we're currently selling our Imperial Notes, which will be 5 of our currency. 5-pack of Imperial Notes for $5. So they're valued at $1 a piece. There is a little bit extra that you have to pay for like tax and shipping and handling, but we give them to you at basically like no profit to us. We're just trying to get our currency out there, trying to get people to hit it up. We do make a little bit of profit because of the cost of making paper and stuff, but that's the current thing that we have out. The other thing that we're going to be doing soon is putting out like medals. We're going to be doing coins. We're going to be doing like medals that you pin onto your shirt type of stuff. We're going to have all that coming up on there. And our Patreon. We have a Patreon. Patreon.com/the-EOA, I believe it is. .com/the-EOA. Pretty sure that's what it is. Yep. The Empire of Aeternia. You can subscribe to us if you want. Right now we have a single patron who's doing our highest tier, $20 a month, which I super duper appreciate. But if you guys can join in and help us grow, we're trying to buy land for our nation. Very few micronations actually have any land, so purchasing land for us would be a huge deal, would allow us to do a lot more for micronationalism and on the channel. So I'm gonna stop plugging stuff. Again, Jet, I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to do this again.
Alright, let me know if you have any more that you want to plug, because I'm willing to keep it going for the plugs. This is a good exposure point.
Hey, agreed. Not that I mean, the biggest thing is I just recommend people like check out micronationalism because not enough people know about it. There are people out in the world who are actually creating their own countries, who are trying to do it. Twitter is a big place for that. That I was kind of surprised about. There's also the micronation Reddit, r/micronations if you like Reddit. The Empire of Aeternia, our YouTube channel, our Discord has been kind of a hub for micronationalists recently. So all of that is just big for us. And if you don't like politics, if you don't like the things that are going on in your country, there's probably a good reason for that. And even if you do, if you're just someone who's interested in politics, we're kind of in the middle of that. I think most micronationalists are people who are potentially interested in politics, but for one reason or another may want to do their own thing, or maybe just for fun, or creating something new. So it's a lot of creative people, it's a lot of smart people who are trying to do different stuff and trying to figure out how to make it work from the ground up. So if you want to join a micronation, I definitely recommend it. If you want to learn more about them, our channel, the Reddit, Discord, Twitter, all that stuff is important for learning about them, and that's the biggest thing. I think it's really cool to see what everybody's doing, and I only hope that the world like latches onto that idea more and really starts paying attention to micronationalists, because we're doing stuff out here. We're making moves.
You mentioned Reddit and Twitter. Do you happen to have a Reddit or Twitter that you'd want the audience to follow and check out?
So we have an Instagram, that's the Empire of Aeternia on Instagram. We also have our Twitter, which I'm gonna bring up on stream now. If I go to our profile, it's also the Empire of Aeternia. It's at Aeternian Empire on Twitter. Here we are. We have 12 followers. We got 42 followers right now. We have 12 following, 42 followers right now, which is not very much compared to our YouTube channel. But we haven't really been super active on Twitter. We're getting more active though. We went from like 30 something the other day to 42 within the last like 2 or 3 days because of just more regular posting and posting stuff from the Reddit. So we're trying to be a hub for micronationalism. If you want to figure stuff out about what's going on in the micronational world, hit us up. Hit up. I think it's just micronations on Twitter. Also, it's just a channel called Micronations that like share our stuff. Yep, them at the micronations. They do a whole bunch of stuff too. So yeah, definitely hit us up out here and let us know what's going on in the world of regular stuff, and we'll let you know what's going on in the world of micronationalism.
Did you share the name of your Reddit?
So we don't particularly have like, I have a Reddit account. I don't think we have like the Empire of Aeternia Reddit specifically, but we do. There is like a r/micronations is a general micronational Reddit that people can check out.
Interesting. Do you think the Empire of Aeternia ever will have like its own subreddit?
Oh, for sure. It's a thing that I would like to get started more. I just honestly haven't had time. Trying to make so much at once, but it kind of being me doing a lot of it is really hard. We have Viren, actually, one of our citizens who was in the chat earlier, who runs our Instagram. So let me look up the Instagram just to make sure that I plug him. We actually just got to 200 subscribers not too long ago, followers on Instagram. So that was really cool. Yep, Eternian Empire on Instagram. We just hit 200 followers. We've been doing a lot. It primarily is posts about our videos. Sometimes we post about citizenship applications. If you want to become a citizen, that's possible. And it just tracks our progress and kind of what we're up to. So check out all that for behind the scenes stuff and new stuff. Also, if you're ever on these streams and you want to donate, we have the ability to donate to our PayPal, which is in the description. And if you subscribe or donate during the stream, little like icons and stuff will pop up that'll be like this person donated or this person subscribed, unless you have that hidden for some reason. So it's really cool and it's fun. Yeah.
Now there are some newer social media platforms out there now. Are you also on services like TikTok or Twitch?
So Twitch, I think would be cool to get on. But I've also heard that building a following on Twitch is a little bit hard unless you have a long time to live stream, which I think would be cool if I could do a live stream on here if I need to more for watch time hours. But Twitch, I think, is like kind of demanding for us right now. I really am trying to get to the point where we have more people consistently posting content on our YouTube channel. As we get into our monetization stage, once we start getting over 4,000 watch time hours, over 1,000 subscribers, we're going to be looking to have people take a more active role in the YouTube channel and hopefully take over things like Twitch for us. So that'll be really cool to see, to have people kind of jump on and to see new faces that'll still be citizens of Aeternia, that'll be people you come to know and love, but who will be taking a more hands-on approach. So we will be getting all that. We don't have it yet. TikTok, we haven't gotten on. TikTok, I don't really make TikTok. I probably could make TikToks, but I don't make TikToks. So if that's something you guys want, if new subscribers hit us up and are like, you need to be on TikTok, you need to be on Twitch, hit us up and we'll try and do it. We just trying to follow our audience and focus on what we can like start making money with the quickest right now. I think is the biggest thing.
I see where you're coming from. One last question in terms of like social media. Do you guys have a Snapchat?
We do not have a Snapchat, kind of for similar reasons. The biggest thing that we've been trying to push for this entire time on the channel that we started talking about since probably like 6-7 months ago is just trying to get land. And the best way to do that is to start an economy, to start making money. We've started the Etsy store because of that, and that's worked out pretty well. We have our Patreon that's worked out pretty well. And we're just trying to focus on like getting as many little things as we can to start slowly making money. And then once those things do, and we get like the ball rolling, people will jump on it and want to like take a more active role in it, and then we can kind of transition to something else. The Instagram was unique because Viren just likes Instagram and has a good bit of experience. He has a huge following of his own, so that was helpful. But knowing just kind of what our focus is right now, I think is the reason why we haven't spread out too thin. But the more we get traction, the more we'll do. So if you want to see us on Snapchat, if you want to see us on TikTok or on Twitch. Thank you. Hey, you saved my life on that one. Or on Twitch, definitely let us know and help support the channel, because once we get it, once we get the ball rolling even more, we'll have more free time to do those things, and we'll have more people to support us. If you want to join the Empire of Aeternia and become a citizen, definitely join our Discord, because that's the best way to do it. We can send you a citizenship application. We can have you started on all that. You'll get special access to channels on the Discord that are citizens only, and all that helps us out a ton. So I would definitely appreciate it, and yeah, it'll help us, because you can join and do things like run our Snapchat or run our Twitter or run Twitch for us or make videos for the channel, and potentially make some money at that. So
you mentioned having the goal of wanting to earn land by earning more money, but I noticed you didn't mention platforms like Cash App, where like the whole thing is like people can like just throw you money, like if they want to just straight donate. Or OnlyFans. OnlyFans has become more popular. What's your opinion on that?
Well, I mean, Chet, you know I can't get an OnlyFans out here, Chet. You know I can't get an OnlyFans out here. There's a little flag. We have a little flag. I'm waving the white flag for OnlyFans.
You surrender to the OnlyFans?
Yeah, I surrender to the OnlyFans. I don't know. I don't know.
Are you there? Oh no, you are still there. You just like paused. You were thinking, I guess.
Yeah, sorry, I was actually sending a message. Yeah, I don't think I really want to do maybe like eventually. The biggest things are Patreon and PayPal. PayPal we have set up for the Empire of Aeternia. And our Patreon. Patreon's something if you want to consistently give to us, but PayPal allows us to do something, especially on stream, where you can do a one-time donation, and it's linked up to the streams and stuff, so you get shout-outs. That's been our big thing.
Okay.
That and the store, where you could buy our currency, which helps.
There's, I guess, one platform that's not really worth mentioning, MySpace. I doubt you guys have a MySpace. Some creators now are making like somewhat X-rated content. Like let's say for an Empire of Aeternia stream, you guys are surfing Reddit, and then you suddenly hit something that's like not safe for work. You would blur it in like your video on YouTube, but then you'd be like, if you guys go to like our OnlyFans or to like our Pornhub page, we have like the uncensored version. So it's not even like you're doing something. It's just, oh, in the middle of a normal video, there was something that we censored. It just wouldn't be censored on those platforms.
Interesting. Yeah, I could see it. I don't think we do enough like raunchy content to make it worthwhile currently. But if there was somebody who's like, I want my whole thing on the Empire of Aeternia channel to be like whatever, or like we're gonna be looking at like crazy things from the internet or whatever, then it may definitely be useful. That's one of the biggest things that I want to shout out. We've talked about our content creation program before, but the big thing with it is that it's not something that you have to have. You have to be talking about micronational stuff to do. We want, especially citizens of the Empire of Aeternia, to be able to just express themselves and to show kind of what it means to be Eternian. So if you have an idea for type of video you'd like to create, or if you have a series that you want to make and you want a platform for that, this is a great way to do it, because you'll already start out with our subscribers to help you grow the audience that you want to build for it. It also helps us out to get that watch time, and we will, once we start getting monetized, give you a percentage of that money. So it should definitely be something that people look into. I would recommend it.
Speaking of which, I don't think you've actually gone into a lot of detail about your content creation program in this particular video. Do you want to shout that out a little bit more before we dip out?
Sure. So I'll do it pretty quick. One thing that I would say, if you want to know more about it, I'll actually bring up the video real quick. Make money on our channel is right here. It's right there. You can check that out. There's just a video called Make Money on Our Channel, on our YouTube channel, that talks all about that. It's from when I had long hair. Oh no! It's from when I had long hair. So that's something cool to check out. The thing that's the biggest to note about that, primarily what we're trying to do is to increase our ability to make money as a nation by having more content produced, and a wider variety of content, as you mentioned, produced on our channel. So regularity is something that people really like on YouTube. Posting regular content, and also giving stuff that's interesting and new perspectives. So the more people that we have helping us, the better. And the way that we hope to stimulate that is by encouraging people through monetary incentives. So the way that we're going to do that, we're going to actually be setting up our own small business under the Empire of Aeternia, probably a limited liability company, limited liability corporation, where we will effectively be able to hire people as independent contractors to create content on YouTube, very similar to what YouTube does for creators. And then all we would do is we would give you, if you're a citizen, 60% of the profit from your video every month, or if you're not, 40% of the profit from your video every month. And we would send that to you regularly, and then at the end of the year we would send you a 1099, which would be a tax form that would just allow you to be like, hey, this is like how much I made or whatever. That is for people in the United States. As far as people outside of the United States, we will have to do some more digging on how to achieve that, but I know there are similar practices to do that as well. The primary thing to focus on with that is that we are trying to ensure a way to have that be something that's regularly helpful for people, because your videos on the Empire of Aeternia channel may not initially make you a ton of money, but it's something that, as long as it is out there, will be continually making you money. So as our channel grows, the views on that video will tick up slowly over time, which will mean that every month you'll get a little bit of money and a little bit of money for one time that you posted a video, and that helps us out as well. So the basic way that we'll do it is when you apply to do that, you'll send us a video, we'll accept or deny that video, and then kind of move forward from there. But the big thing that I would recommend to everybody is start with us now, because if we have a rapport with you, if you already have stuff on the channel, one, that means that as soon as we hit monetization, that counter will start ticking up for all of your videos and all the money that it can make. As well, it gives it more time for your videos to become more popular and for more people to see them. And then the final thing is that when we have a clear-cut relationship with you, when we have all those things figured out before the monetization starts, it gives us a lot better avenue to work with you once it does start. And it also helps us a ton to get to that point quicker. So the more people help out now, the quicker we can get to that point, and the quicker we can get everything set up for everyone.
Nice.
Yeah.
So one last question before we hit it.
Yes,
Is there anything else that you want to promote before we finish it off? I want to make sure that you get like as much in as you can.
I appreciate it. I want to promote my friend Jet. My friend Jet is a cool guy. I don't know if you guys know him or not on this channel. His name's Jet Black. He's pretty cool. If you're on the Nick Benson channel right now, you definitely don't know who he is. But he's a cool guy. He does stuff with comics. He does stuff with writing music. He's doing stuff with making his own comics. He actually writes himself and is now doing artistic stuff. Very, very cool. Very wholesome. I appreciate it. He's been one of my best friends for a long time now, and I really appreciate him in my life.
Thank you. I love you, dude. I appreciate the shout out. That was very kind of you.
Absolutely.
I'm about to roll that outro. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring the notification bell to be notified whenever we do these videos. This is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with
Me, AP, from the Empire of Aeternia.
one of my best friends, logging out. Peace, guys. Chickadee.
Hey.
Thank you again, Aiden, for having me on the show. I'm gonna go for now, but I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, dude. Let me know when you're free again, and we will talk soon.
Yes, sir. I love you, dude. Hope you have a happy, fun night, and I'll talk to you later.
Love you too, dude. Talk to you later.
Peace. Chickadee.
Hey, alright. And I think I'm going to do a very similar thing, guys. I have a few things to get done tonight, so I'm going to probably dip out as well. But I really appreciate you guys so much. If you want to donate to us, please go to our PayPal. Please go to our Patreon. Please help us out because we're trying to get to that monetization point. We're trying to get some money stacked up so we can buy a piece of land. We want to buy a piece of land. We got a ton of stuff going for all that. So thank you guys so much. Please help out. You know, if you want to help our micronation, if you want to become a citizen, hit us up in the Discord. We love you guys. Know that it's more than just me now. It used to be just me doing this stuff. Now we have a whole team of people. We got citizens like Viren, Steven, Gray, who are all big contributors and are helping me every day with this. So thank you guys so much. I love you. Please come and join the community. Come and help us out and make Aeternia grow stronger every single day.